Hey guys, welcome to Wait a Minute. My videos, my thoughts, and I'm sharing them with you. The sun's shining funny on my phone and it looks like I got a halo, but I'm not gonna fix it because hey, I'm driving. Hey, I just had a moment and I wanted to share with you. I pulled into a restaurant, which was too full and I didn't eat there. But anyway, pulled into a restaurant just now and it was B-dubs, just so you know. And there's this young kid, I don't know, maybe 15, that's stopped my car, waved me down, and I mean, I didn't have to stop, but my heart went out to him right away, which is weird, but it doesn't always happen that way. But instead of thinking, hey, you know, this is a kid that's out trying to get drug money or whatever else, I don't know, my heart just went out to him, and I gave him $2. I didn't give him a lot of money, you know, granted, but I gave him $2. So here's my deal. I was talking to my buddy. Did that make it better? No. Sorry. Anyway, I was talking to my buddy, and he said something like, you know, he just supported his habit, right? And I asked him, did he talk to him? And he said no. And here's my deal, okay? He might take that money and go spend it on drugs. I don't know. But one thing in the front here is I don't have to answer for him. I have to answer for me. And my heart went out to him. My heart said, give him a couple bucks. It's $2, literally. Now I realize he can add up a bunch of money and that $2 might help him get drugs. I get that. But I don't have to answer for him. I have to answer for me. And I felt like I needed to talk to him a little bit, you know, show him a little love, and $2 is what I have to spend to get that moment with him. I'll take it. It's like I bought him for him. No. But I did. I got to stand there and talk to him a little bit, and I got to ask him serious questions, and you could see that it touched his heart, and you know, he reached out for a fist bump and everything, and he seemed like he was touched by what I said. Now, whether or not that's true, I don't know. I'm not, like I said, I'm not responsible for him and his decisions. I'm responsible for mine. And here's the deal. Do you show charity and compassion to anybody? And, you know, there is a lot of drugs out there. There is a lot of alcohol out there. But there's also people out there that are desperate and don't know what to do with their situation and are lost, and they literally need what they're asking for. Now, I'm not saying this boy, you know, whatever. I don't know his story. I mean, I know what he said was his story, but I don't know his real story, for sure. But what he said was his family, as in his mom, couldn't pay the rent, and they all got homeless, and he's on his own and looking for a place to stay. I could be total lie, but that was his story. Now, if I hadn't talked to him, I wouldn't know that. I would just think that he's just some everyday bum trying to get enough money for drugs. I've seen that a million times, and usually I don't stop or talk to, well, I talk to him sometimes, but usually I don't stop for people that I feel like are, you know, unless I get the feeling in my heart, I don't stop by every homeless person or every person holding the sign. I don't do that. But I don't know, I'm responsible for what I do, and you know, like if I love on you and I treat you good and I buy your dinner, let's say, and that saves you enough money to buy, you know, a joint or a bottle or whatever, you know, that's not on me. What's on me is I need to take care of you, so I did stuff, whatever the thing is. I'm not trying to say you should support somebody's habit and be an enabler. I get that. But, I mean, I would never, you know, intentionally do that, and sometimes I wouldn't, I don't recommend that you run to every single person and give them money. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is there a place where you show charity and, you know, and love? Can you show charity and love to somebody somewhere? Because most people will just blow them off completely. You know, now I realize the ones that work on the corners, whatever, you know, I know all the stories. I'm not saying that, so please don't comment comments like that. we're focusing on the other side. There are people that are truly in need, whether they're on the street or whatever, it doesn't matter. They could be at your church. There's people that are in need desperately and lost without a home, or lost without love, lost without friends. You don't know their story unless you stop and talk to them. And even then, you might not really know their story until you befriend them. You might have to befriend a homeless person. Befriend somebody that lives at the mission. Befriend somebody that's dirty. You might have to do that to reach that person, to help that person, to love on that person. Charity isn't just money. Charity is taking a minute to talk to them. And, that's compassion. Charity is, I'm going to give you stuff that you didn't pay for just because I love you, just because I want to reach out to you. But compassion is a heart thing. Compassion is the way I felt today. It wasn't the $2, because it's only $2. And it wasn't that I needed it, and it wasn't like much to him. He kind of, you could tell he wanted more, and he nicely asked if there was more, and I nicely said no. But the compassion in my heart drove me to stop and talk to him. And I wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't given him the $2. So whatever, it's the way you do things is up to you. The way you risk reaching out to somebody that doesn't want your help or screws you over or whatever, that risk is there for anybody, with anybody. If you're going to help your son or your sister or your uncle or whoever, if it's somebody you know very well and you're going to help them, they may, if you give them cash anyway, they may take that money and go do something stupid. Or they may take you for more stuff and say, well, I know that Uncle Wade has this, which is really funny because all of my nephews and niece and stuff, I think niece says, I think they're all, everybody's employed, everybody's got more money than I do, so they wouldn't be asking me for money. I might ask Damon for money. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. You can't see I'm winking, but I am. But anyway, long story short, actually long story longer, I just wanted to say, take time to notice the needs of other people. It's not all about us. I'm not rich. I don't have a whole lot. But I do have compassion for my people, I care about what happens to everybody, but I care in a special way when I pass certain people on the street or wherever. I just feel like I need to talk to them. I feel like I need to reach out to them, and that's what I do. And I'm not sorry. If I see that kid later and he's wasted off his butt and I know where that money went, I'm still not sorry, because he knows somebody loves him. I gave him those $2 and I talked to him, and he knew that I was showing love to him. He felt it, and you could see a change in his face, and you could see him drop his guard, and he gave me a fist bump, and I was like, there we go. And I left as soon as he did that. It wasn't like I was going to stay there and hold his hand or anything. But it was a moment, and it touched his heart, touched my heart, and at the end of the day, I feel like he was blessed by a little bit of love. And wherever he goes, whatever he does, he knows that one weird guy in the B-Dubs parking lot gave a crap about him. And to me, that means everything, that somebody showed love to somebody that was not lovable. And it turned out he actually was pretty lovable. And, I wish I knew more about him. I wish I could follow up with him. I would follow up. You guys know me. Anyway, let me get off here because my time's up. But you guys try not to be selfish, okay? If you see somebody that's in need, whether you know them or not, feel it out with your heart. And if you think that it's if it's something that you feel like doing, don't take money away from your children or whatever. But if you have a few bucks and you feel like talking to somebody or whatever, nobody's going to judge you. Well, some people will, but they're not worth it. Nobody of worth is going to judge you for what you did when it's just showing love to somebody. And so don't judge me, Casey. Just kidding. You guys take care. Love you much. Bye.